বাংলাদেশের পুঁজিবাজার সহ নানা খাতে বিদেশি ও প্রবাসী বিনিয়োগ আকর্ষণে যুক্তরাষ্ট্রে চলছে ইনভেস্টমেন্ট সামিট ও রোড শো। নগদ ইস্টার্ন ব্যাংক, ওয়ালটন এবং আমেরিকান চেম্বারের সহযোগিতায় বাংলাদেশ সিকিউরিটিজ অ্যান্ড এক্সচেঞ্জ কমিশনের আয়োজনে নিউ ইয়র্কে সপ্তাহব্যাপী এই রোড শো শুরু হয় 26শে জুন। ওয়াশিংটনের রিটস কার্লটন হোটেলে হচ্ছে স্টেক হোল্ডার্স মিটিং। সভায় বাংলাদেশের অর্থনীতির সক্ষমতার সবশেষ তথ্য, বিনিয়োগ, বাণিজ্য, পণ্য, সেবা, শেয়ার বাজার এবং বন্ড মার্কেট সহ নানা খাতে সম্ভাবনা তুলে ধরা হচ্ছে। বিএসইসির কর্মকর্তারা জানান, ওয়াশিংটনের আয়োজনটিও যুক্তরাষ্ট্র ও বাংলাদেশের বিনিয়োগ ও বাণিজ্য সম্পর্ককে নতুন দিগন্তে নিয়ে যাবে বলে আশাবাদী তারা। রেইজ অব বেঙ্গল টাইগার থিমে লস অ্যাঞ্জেলস এবং সান ফ্রান্সিসকোতে হবে রোড শো, যাতে উপস্থিত থাকবেন প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বেসরকারি শিল্প ও বিনিয়োগ বিষয়ক উপদেষ্টা সালমান, অর্থসচিব আব্দুর রৌফ তালুকদার, বিডার নির্বাহী চেয়ারম্যান। রোড শো নিয়ে কথা বলতে যুক্তরাষ্ট্রের ওয়াশিংটন ডিসি থেকে আমাদের সঙ্গে যোগ দিচ্ছেন সহকর্মী নাহার আজমি। আজকে কি কি কর্মসূচি রয়েছে এবং এসব কর্মসূচিতে কারা থাকছেন?
মূলত কর্মসূচি হচ্ছে স্টেক হোল্ডার্স মিটিং। স্টেক হোল্ডার্স আমাদের বাংলাদেশের সেই বিনিয়োগকারীদের বিনিয়োগ আকর্ষণই মূলত এই রোড শো এর মূল উদ্দেশ্য। আজকে ওয়াশিংটন ডিসিতে মূলত আমাদের এখানে যে আয়োজকরা আছেন, বিএসইসি এবং অন্যান্য সরকারের যে শীর্ষ তারা মূলত আমাদের দেশের যে অর্থনৈতিক অঞ্চল এবং রপ্তানি প্রক্রিয়াকরণ আছে আকর্ষণের জন্য আজকে মূলত সেখানে তারা যে আমাদের নিজের থেকে সেক্ষেত্রে যে বিনিয়োগ সম্ভাবনাটুকু আছে, এই সম্ভাবনাটুকু তুলে ধরছেন এবং এখানে কিছুক্ষণ আগে কন্ডিশনে তুলে ধরেছেন শান্তা অ্যাসেট ম্যানেজমেন্টের ভাইস চেয়ারম্যান। তিনি যেটি তুলে ফাস্টেস্ট গ্রোয়িং ইকোনমি, অর্থাৎ যেই যেসব দেশ এখন আসলে উচ্চতর প্রবৃদ্ধি, সেসব দেশের মধ্যে কিন্তু অন্যতম। প্রবাসী বিনিয়োগকারীদের আসলে আকর্ষণের চেষ্টা চলছে এবং আপনি জানেন যে 26শে জুন নিউ ইয়র্কে দুটি মাধ্যমে রোড শো এর মূল আয়োজনটি আসলে শুরু হয়েছিল। সেখানেও কিন্তু তারা জানিয়েছেন এবং শুধুমাত্র শেয়ার বাজার না, আপনি জানেন যে আমাদের বন্ড মার্কেট উন্নয়নে কিন্তু সরকার কাজ করছেন। প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বেসরকারি শিল্প ও বিনিয়োগ বিষয়ক উপদেষ্টা জনাব সালমান কিন্তু প্রবাসী বিনিয়োগকারীদের বিভিন্ন উল্লেখযোগ্য তথ্য তুলে ধরে বলেছেন আমাদের দেশে এখন বিনিয়োগ সম্ভাবনা কতটা উজ্জ্বল এবং এই বিনিয়োগ করে তারা কি পরিমাণ মুনাফা পেতে পারেন বলেছেন, যাতে দ্রুত তারা এই দেশে বিনিয়োগ আমাদের দেশে।
নাহার আজমি, আমরা যতটুখানি বুঝতে পারছি সালমান এই মুহূর্তে তিনি বোধহয় প্রশ্নোত্তর পর্বে অংশগ্রহণ করছেন। আমরা সরাসরি সেটি দেখাতে চাই।
In Bangladesh, you will all be happy to know that we have achieved tremendous success as far as vaccination goes. In the month of March, we had vaccinated all our frontline workers, and we were among the first country in the world. When we had completed vaccination of our frontline workers, at that time, vaccination had not even started in Canada. So we were much ahead of everybody in doing that. And at this moment, we have now, through the COVAX initiative, through our own purchases, which the government of Bangladesh has done, we have enough vaccines in the pipeline. And we have now started the vaccination program in a very, very big manner, in the sense that very soon we will be reducing the age limit to 18 years. And we have also started vaccinating in the rural areas without registration. And recently in Ghazipur, which is the center of our garment industry, we have started registering we have already vaccinated the garment workers. So we are very confident that once the vaccination drive is complete, we have targeted that by the middle of next year, we should vaccinate over 50-60% of our population. Once that is done, then I think post-COVID, the economic growth which you are talking about will definitely not only be sustained, but it is going to grow much more. Thank you.
So may I add, sir, a bit with regard to international trade?
Sorry?
With
Please.
regard to international trade, I would like to supplement something. Is that, in from 2010 to 2019, Bangladesh's international trade, particularly export growth, was in the range of 10 to 12%. In 2019, due to pandemic, it actually have a negative growth of 13%, minus 13%. But this year, that financial year that ends in June, we have a 14% growth in the export. So we have already seen the positive, impact of the, prudent policy of the government to recover from the pandemic. And I think it will continue further in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Rahman. I'm the president of Bangladesh American Chamber of Commerce. I live in Florida 37 years. I developed 4 or 5 companies taken in Bangladesh in EPZ, and I thanks to BEPSA chairman and all the members of the BEPSA, we worked together very hard. In future, we have to do more things in Bangladesh, and I like to thank our Prime Minister to give us this opportunity for NRBs. And my question is that I never heard about anything for medical sector and education sector. How we can develop? There is a vast field because our Prime Minister all the time telling, find the new things to develop the things. But our medical, our nursing sector is very poor. And how we can do? Now I have the university, and also Abu Bakr Hanif, he have own the university too. So we have to develop our education. Without education, country, it cannot be built up. So, and also I meet with the Walton Group, 2 of gentlemen last night, to their product. There's a #1 product in there in Bangladesh, and we have to develop it in the South American market. And I have the connection, and I am the elected Executive Vice President by National Chamber of Commerce, that 43 countries is affiliated. And also I thank to Mahtab, he's doing the Global Trade Chamber, and also we are taking 43 countries representative in there in Dubai on 29 and 30 in next month, September, I think, September 29, 30, to join with the World Trade in Dubai also. So my question is that all of you, that how we can develop our education sector and nursing sector and medical sector. Thank you very much.
Actually, both on the education sector as well as on the medical sector, a lot of work has already been done. You see, there is a perception that our education sector and our medical sector is weak. That's a perception. But the fact remains that during this period of COVID, as you know, there was a lot of difficulty in people going abroad for treatment. So most of the people had to take treatment within the country. And surprisingly, that treatment, many people who have taken treatment within the country have been cured and are very satisfied with the kind of treatment that they got within the country. So the medical situation is actually improved. This thing is not, can somebody help me with this? Yeah. I think there's some problem. Okay. So in the case of, I'll address first the health sector. As you know, during the COVID period, we have employed, the Honorable Prime Minister ordered employment of 2,000 doctors, nurses, and technical assistants for the government hospitals when we were facing a shortage. And that was done on an emergency basis, bypassing the recruitment rules of the government. This was done to address the COVID situation. In fact, only a few days ago, the Prime Minister has approved appointment of a further 2,000 doctors in the health sector. So then what we have done is, you see, although there is this perception of that our health medical sector is, I'm not saying that we don't need to upgrade it, we do, but first I would like to express to you what the current situation is. Compared to many other countries, we have health clinics. I'm a member of parliament, and in my own area, I know we have these health clinics at the union level, where we are providing basic health care, what is called primary health care, where a healthcare assistant is giving the basic primary health care. That is done at that level. Then we have Upazila level hospitals, then we have the Zilla level hospitals. These Upazila are the sub-districts and Zilla are the districts. So in both these levels, we have these hospitals. And these hospitals are now being upgraded, especially with the COVID situation. There was this problem of oxygen. And now in many of the district hospitals and even at the sub-district level hospitals, for example, in my constituency, in both my two district level, sub-district level hospitals, we have arranged for central oxygen systems. So let me finish. Let me finish. First, you must understand what the present situation is, then I'll talk about upgrading it. But I want to clear the perception that our healthcare is very weak. What I want to say, it's not weak. It is a very, very strong healthcare system. We are a country of 170 million people. And where this perception comes from is that higher level healthcare. I want to also address the question of nursing. There is again a perception that our nursing is very weak, but that is not correct, because we are setting up nursing institutes. Again, at the at the lower level, there has been a serious amount of reform done on the nursing sector. There was some bureaucratic issues in improving the nursing, the nursing institutes and their how to qualify them. All that has been now taken care of. So what I'm trying to say is that the healthcare, the fundamentals, this perception that our healthcare system is weak is not right. That is the first thing I want to say, that we do have a very robust healthcare system in place. Now coming to your point, which is how do we upgrade this and how do we this thing? So there what we are doing, as you know, that we have allowed foreign investment in hospitals. And we have Evercare Hospital, which was the old Apollo Hospital, has been now taken over by another company. It's now the Evercare Hospital. That's a foreign investment and a joint venture with local partners.
US company.
If there are other people who are interested in setting up joint venture hospitals, nursing institutes, technical institutes, and bringing in this thing, you're most welcome. As far as it's an open policy on the medical healthcare in that sector. There is no restrictions. One of the issues which has been raised, and that is now also solved because of technology through the telemedicine issues. One of the issues which has been raised is that why do we not allow foreign doctors and foreign nurses to come? And foreign nurses have been allowed in a limited basis. Even foreign doctors have been allowed in a limited basis. But the reason is that we want to encourage our local doctors so that they can contribute more to this. But there is a combination, so it is happening. So if anybody is wanting to invest in the medical sector, you are most welcome to do so. There is absolutely no restrictions. You can do so, like I said, that in Bangladesh, and other than few sectors, you can invest 100% ownership if you want to do it, this thing. Or you can do joint venture with local partners. So we would welcome that. In fact, medical sector, we would welcome it. But all I'm saying is that when you come into the medical sector, you should come in with the view of enhancing the existing facility, not with the view of that the existing facility is non-existent and I'm coming and fixing that. That should not, that's what I want to do, because many people tell us that, oh, your medical situation is very bad. I'm a country of 170 million people. If my country, most of the people are being falling sick and being treated within the country. They are using medicines. They are using medicines which is 99.5% produced in Bangladesh. And that medicine they are using and are getting cured. So it's not that, our entire health sector is in this. So that is just, I wanted to make sure about the perception, that should not be the perception. But if you want to enhance it to where we are most welcome. On the education side, which you mentioned, there again, as you know, there are a lot of private universities. Honorable Prime Minister, when she went for privatization, as you